Disclaimer: this video is of humorous nature only. The author does not seek to insult or humiliate anyone. The video may contain profanity. People under the age of 16 should refrain from watching this video. Story 1. I get a stupendous amount of enjoyment when kids go off to school and I can come home, soak in the tub for 20 minutes, and then get up and get a deep cleaning shower, do a face mask, do some other hydrating oils, like essentially a spa day at home, and then I do my makeup and pick an outfit. I don't do this daily, but when I get to, I feel like I'm on top of the world. Since I felt like when Deadbeat was here, I should only wear makeup, perfume or something, pretty or out of the ordinary, if I wanted to sit through what felt like a federal interrogation. Darkroom, light shining directly in the face and all. So I eventually just stopped giving a flying duck, because at least that way I might not have to play 60 questions until the afternoon came around anyway, and he'd find something else to bitch or nitpick about. Story 2. When I managed to get my kids and myself completely together and out of the house on time, and I dropped my youngest off at preschool, and I haven't had to yell at anyone to hurry up, I really look forward to the long drive to my son's school, just us two. I take the route along the ocean and always get a varied view day to day. He's 7 and we always have a deep or interesting or educational or humorous conversation on the way. Regardless of the subject, I fully believe that 20-30-minute drive has sealed a lifelong bond between us. I can't wait until he becomes an adult to hear his take on these morning drives. He may not think much of them, or they may have a huge impact. I just feel privileged to be in the position 4 days a week. Story 3. I'm a high school teacher on an emergency permit. The job has a lot of bees involved, so any small thing makes the day better. The door to my classroom was broken forever, askew from the hinge so it wouldn't shut entirely. I tried to fix it several times but was temporary at best. So I called maintenance to help one day and fixed it, so it shut-latched all the time. The number of students on that day that smashed into the door trying to push it open was priceless. Even after I told them, but not like most of them listened to me any other time. Story 4. Gratitude. I'm out of my abusive family's place and I'm not looking back. Just waking up in my new room feels great. I feel grateful for a lot of things I currently have as well, and it helps balance my mood. I suffer from depression and anxiety, and I found it helps me stave those off enough. Being pleasant, it keeps me from letting other people's moods bring me down too far with them. It can also brighten another person's day. Walking, just taking an early morning stroll, a few deep breaths of the morning air, the quietness and enjoying non-crowded area because it's early helps. It's hard to get up to do it, but once you do, you may feel better and keep going. Beastly cold beer. Refreshing. Story 5. Honestly, getting up and picking out a fun outfit. Before my current job, I worked a lot of service industry roles that required a uniform. Now working in a creative industry, I can wear literally anything I want. I pick out a fun outfit, do some fun, wacky makeup, and get going. It's a little piece of my morning that affirms me and myself. Story 6. Some simple things make my day almost every day. My cat's morning greetings, leaving a note to my partner before I leave the house, saying good morning to my neighbors. The view in my train route, catching some sunlight while walking to work from the train station, leaving work soon enough to catch the earliest possible train, petting the black cat that lives across the street from the train station, being greeted by my cat, working out cooking for my partner, having dinner ready, precisely when my partner gets home, my partner's I'm home hug, having dinner together. Reading after dinner while smoking some good stuff, triple spoon, composed by my partner, my cat and I. Story 7. Every day, the first thing I see waking up is my Doberman an inch away from my face. He locks eyes with me and shows me all his teeth in a terrifying grin. It looks menacing as hell, but it's actually a loving sign of submission and his way of saying good morning. Now, even though my boyfriend claims it's traumatizing to look at, to me he looks just like this. Story 8. I reach my office about an hour before the earliest person there, and I can safely say that it's the most precious hour of my day. With my sandwich and a cup of coffee tea, I can decide whether I want to listen to a short podcast episode, read my Bible, catch up with the news, play a few rounds of the Transformers game in my phone, or even complete some simple task that I've procrastinated from the day before. For 1 hour, I am completely in control of how I want to spend my time. Story 9. Not every day, but when I get home from work, I try to sneakily walk down the driveway so that my cat can't hear me coming. With a little luck, he's having a nap and I can sneak around the side of the house and surprise him. He does the cutest little trills when he's happy. And even I only manage to get to the door and he hears it open. He runs down the hallway, chirping and his little bell dinging. 3. Story 10. That first fart in the morning that wakes me up. I feel it building up and all of a sudden it's like a cannon. It loads up and booms so loud and nasty that my neighbor runs to her window to close it. I swear nothing comes close to that in my day. Just the crafty, bloated feeling. And all of a sudden it shoots into my ass cheeks and I just let it all out with as much force as I can muster without crafting myself. Story 11. After I wash my face in the morning, I use a spray bottle of rosewater toner for my face that I keep in the fridge. Every single morning, 2 ice-cold sprays of this over my face and décolletage, and it's the one thing that never fails to instantly make me feel alive. I started a few months ago and can't believe I slept on this simple joy for 35 years. I literally groan in pleasure when I use it. Yes, my partner is suspicious. Story 12. Well, Duck, I was going to say my home commute as I listen to fiction audiobooks, which I love and enjoy immensely. My drive to work is either nonfiction or podcasts to get my head in the game. But then I saw the top comment being about their pet, and yep, that one definitely wins. Best part of waking up and getting home, and all the bits in between. Love my husband too, but nothing beats Fluffy McGee. Story 13. The sun's shining on my monstera plant in my bathroom. I wake up anxious and usually a little sad, and that drink of deep green and gentle gold is when I take my first mental breath. Other than that, a cool drink of water. A friend sending me something funny and having a laugh. Seeing a cute bird, bug, or any animal TBH, or driving while listening to one of my fave podcasts. Calming heaven is G. Story 14. Walking my dog. Every single walk, no matter the weather, it makes me smile. I love her. When my cat snuggles me and purrs. When my teenage boys tell me that supper tasted so good, or tell me they love me with authenticity in their voice. Sharing girl movies with my son's girlfriend because she's the first girl who ever lived with me. Making my mom laugh, her laugh when she's truly tickled. So many. Story 15. My bird, 14-yo European starling, perched on my shoulder as we both look out the window and talk to each other. I tell her all about what we see, the trees blooming, the clouds in the sky, the birds we see, especially the other starlings. She replies back by saying, "Good morning, Mama loves you," kisses, and a host of other words and sounds. Seeing her happy gives me that boost of joy. Story 16. Thurston. Walking in the morning with the sun shining. Well, there's a strange catch in your question, really. What kind of normal thing could anyone report here as bringing them a joy boost if it's unexpected? As in, it never does give them a joy boost, but this one time did. I guess that might be brushing my teeth this one time. I was just really chuffed. Story 17. 1.25 C almond milk. Handful ice 12 frozen banana. 12 C frozen blueberries, 14 C frozen pineapple. 2 scoops Vega protein, plus greens powder blend and NutriBullet. Add 1 scoop dried goji berries, 1 scoop dark chocolate chips, handful more frozen blueberries. Mix in. Top with whipped cream. I eat that every day for lunch right after a workout and sparking up my first joint, and I swear it's my favorite part of the day. Story 18. He doesn't do it every single day, but often when my cat hears me wake up and start getting ready for uni, he runs to be let in so he can sit on the bed while I go about my business. He also sometimes meets me at the door when I get home. In both instances, I definitely smile hearing his bell get faster and faster as he runs in. Story 19. Getting to wish one of my customers a happy birthday. I work with a lot of cancer patients, so every birthday is a good birthday. I wish everyone a happy belated whose birthday is within 30 days before or after the call. It really breaks the ice. Everyone is delighted. Most people like to tell me about their birthdays. It's the little things that make the day go by. Story 20. Driving past the autumn trees changing colors. It's my favorite time of year, and I'm so happy I moved up to the mountains in time to watch this beautiful unfolding. I also love driving home up the mountain in a sea of green trees of all different kinds. I love 10 mins from one of the oldest forests in Australia. Story 21. I realized recently how much happiness I get from aesthetically pleasing architecture. My neighborhood is mostly pre-war buildings with nice seasonal landscaping out front and lots of trees, even though it's very much a busy city area. I get a little jolt of happiness just walking my dog and admiring the view. Story 22. Knowing I made it through another night. I have seizures that aren't completely under control with medication. This puts me at greater risk of something called SUDEP. You basically either have a seizure and die during or after it. It can occur during a normal day or if you have a seizure during sleep. Story 23. Doing the dishes, cleaning the kitchen, and making a fresh pot of coffee after my wife goes to bed. I truly like a sparkling clean kitchen. We brew coffee with the Keep Warm feature off, as that overcooks the coffee. We just microwave a cup as needed. It usually gets cold before finishing anyway and gets reheated. Story 24. Opening the curtains and windows in my front room in the morning. The morning sun comes straight in. There are native trees and a grapevine growing on the other side, which attract the birds. Lorikeets, rosellas, wattlebirds, butcherbirds, fantails, and finches. It always makes me happy to see the birds. Thank you all for watching. Watch even more great stories on my channel.